Okay, right. So, hi guys. Uh, Today we are going to discuss the first unit. We'll start our first unit, Fundamentals of Internet of Things. So, so here are the contents of first unit. Nothing but introduction to Internet of Things. What are the characteristics of it and the physical design, and what are the functional blocks. Sensing is nothing but sensors. Actuation, nothing but what is about actuators and basics of networkings and communication protocols. And last, we'll discuss about the sensor networks. So these are the contents of our first unit. Yesterday class we discussed about the introduction, what is IoT and how it is useful in our day-to-day life. We discussed in the last session. So let us see the definition of IoT. So here the definition is a dynamic global network infrastructure with self-configuring capabilities based on standard and interoperable communication protocols where physical and virtual things have identities, physical attributes and virtual personalities and use intelligent interfaces and are seamlessly integrated into the information network, often communicate data associated with users and their environment. So just give you an explanation of this definition. It is nothing but this IoT is nothing but it is a global network which it self-configuring ability, nothing but it stores the data. It configures its own data based on the standard and the communication protocols. What is the communication protocols here is nothing but the Bluetooth, Zigbee, or any wireless LANs or LAN anything. So these are called as a communication protocols. We'll discuss about these communication protocols in the further sessions. So these data transferring or self-configuring capability where the physical and virtual things I already told you, right? Things is nothing but the living things or else the non-living things, whatever the things. The Internet of Things, the word itself states that there are some things which are connected to internet which have some identities and physical attributes and also the virtual personality, and we use that intelligent interfaces to the communication network, to the information network, to which will provide the data to the users and also to their environment. So this is the definition. So here I also gave some other definitions, some similar definitions of this IoT. So nothing but it describes the network of the physical objects, nothing but the things which are embedded with sensor, software and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems over the internet. So we elaborated it, whatever I told you just now. So another one more definition is there. It refers to a system of interrelated or internet connected objects that are able to collect and transfer data over a wireless network without any human intervention. So generally we use a wireless network because wired network is a little bit clumsy and complex thing. So we are using a wireless network. You already know about it. So and one more definition is also there. It is a system of interrelated computing devices, mechanical and digital machines, objects, animals or people that are provided with unique identifiers. So unique identifiers is nothing but every devices will have a unique identity, because if the identities are similar we can't get the correct information. So every device will have a unique identities which are able to transfer the data over a network, whatever network we are creating. So it will transfer to that particular network without any requirement of human to human or human to computer interaction. Okay, so these are the few other definitions of IoT. So next what topic here is the characteristics of IoT. So what are the characteristics? So let us examine the characteristics, these definition of IoT further to some terms of the characteristics. So the first one is dynamic and self-adapting, self-configuring, interoperable communication protocols, unique identity, integrity into the information network. That's what we discussed here in the definition. So those are the characteristics of an IoT. Let us study about those terms into some perspectives. So dynamic and self-adapting. So what it mean that? So the IoT devices and system may have the capability to dynamically adapt with the changing context and take action based on their operating conditions or the user's context or the sensed environment. So let me take you an example to illustrate you this the characteristic of it. So let us we have a surveillance cameras. So here there are two modes will be there, nothing but the normal mode and infrared night modes. So it based on whether it is day or night, the resolution will be changed from low resolution to high resolution. So nothing but in a daytime we need only low resolution thing. So when coming to the night, we need an high resolution because we can't see in the night, right? So the camera will shift from low resolution mode to high resolution modes. So when any motion is detected or alerted, nearby cameras to do the same. So in this example, the surveillance system is adapting itself based on the context and the changing conditions. So hope you understood. Next, coming to the self-configuring. So what is this self-configuring? So these IoT devices may have some self-configuring capabilities, allowing a large number of devices to work together to provide certain functionality. Say suppose I'll give you one more example, nothing but weather monitoring. So here to know the weather in particular area, we need to install different sensors or different devices at some places to know the accurate or to know the weather. So here all there are allowing large number of devices are there. So which these devices will work together to provide certain functionality. So that is nothing but self-configuring. So these devices have the ability to configure themselves. Okay, so like set up the networking, like fetching software upgradations or some other things. So these devices will have that self-configuring thing to upgrade itself to build to a particular network. And the next one is interoperable communication protocols. What is this interoperable communication protocols means? So these devices may support a number of communication protocols and can communicate with other devices and also with the infrastructure. So it means that these communication protocols, we need to send the data from one device to other devices or one device to the gateways to upload the data. So these communication protocols in deep we'll study it in the next sessions. What are the different communication protocols available? So how we are communicating this, everything will be studied in the further sessions. So let us study about it in the later classes. And the next characteristic is nothing but unique identity. So I told you before also that each IoT device has a unique identity, a unique identifier, which is nothing but the IP address or URI. So you know about this IP address and URI. So right. So these IoT systems have that intelligent interfaces which adapt based on the context, allowing communicating with the users and also the environment context. So nothing but this devices interface allows user to query the devices, monitor their status, control them remotely in association with the control, configuring and the management infrastructure. So basic thing here is this unique identity will be is very important because of the transmitting the data from one place to or one device to other device. So this unique identity will help the users in there to collect the data, to monitor the status, or to control them. So to manage that infrastructure, whether it is damaged or etc etc, everything will be done because of this unique identity. And the next one here is integrated into information network. So here these IoT devices are usually integrated into a information network, which allows them to communicate and exchange data with other devices and systems. That's what I'm telling you, I'm saying you from the starting. So here the exchange, data exchange will be done from one device to other device within that particular network which we are establishing it, right? So the devices can be dynamically discovered in the network by other devices or by the network and have the capability to describe themselves. So let me take you an example like the weather monitoring. So here the monitoring capabilities to other connected node, or that so that they can communicate or exchange data. So these nothing but the devices which are connected to this particular network will share the data, will exchange the data. So integration into the information network helps in making the IoT system smarter due to the collective intelligence of the individual devices in collaboration with the infrastructure. So nothing but it integrated, it smartly does its work from one device to transferring the data from one device to the other devices. So these are the characteristics of IoT.